Ever wondered why Japan is known as the land of the rising sun? You might think it's because they invented the sun, or maybe they have a secret sun factory hidden somewhere. Well, sorry to burst your bubble, but it's not quite as dramatic. It's simply because Japan is one of the first places to see the sunrise each day. Now, isn't that a fun fact to kickstart our journey? But there's so much more to this intriguing country than its geographical location. From its rich, diverse culture to its unique traditions, Japan is a treasure trove waiting to be discovered. And let's not forget the fun activities that are as diverse as the country itself. Whether it's participating in a traditional tea ceremony or taking part in a fierce sumo wrestling match, Japan offers an experience like no other. So stick around, folks. We're about to delve into the heart of Japan, and trust me, it's more than just sushi and samurai. Now, Japan isn't just about high-speed trains and advanced tech. There's a lot more culture to it. Japan is a country of contrasts, where ancient traditions sit side by side with ultra-modern trends. One moment, you're strolling through neon-lit streets pulsing with the latest technology, and the next, you're stepping back in time, into a world of samurais and geishas, tea ceremonies, and sumo wrestlers. One of the most iconic Japanese traditions is the tea ceremony. It's not just about sipping tea, oh no, it's an art form, a spiritual practice, a moment of tranquility amidst the bustling world. Imagine yourself there, dressed in a beautiful kimono, sitting on tatami mats, while a tea master carefully prepares matcha in front of you. But remember, it's not a gulp-and-go affair. It's a slow, meditative process, where every movement is deliberate and every sip is savored. And whatever you do, don't ask for a splash of milk or a spoonful of sugar. Now let's step into the world of sumo. It's not just big guys in loincloths pushing each other around. It's a sacred sport, steeped in Shinto rituals. Before the match even begins, there's a whole ceremony to purify the ring. And the wrestlers? They're not just athletes, they're living embodiments of sumo's ancient traditions. But don't get too carried away and challenge a sumo wrestler to a match. You might find yourself tossed out of the ring before you can say Ozumo. And let's not forget about kabuki theater. It's a spectacle of drama, dance, and music with elaborate costumes and dramatic makeup. It's like stepping into a vibrant, larger-than-life comic book. But be careful not to get too engrossed in the performance. You wouldn't want to stand up and shout "Bravo" at the end of a dramatic scene. Kabuki is not an opera after all. So next time you're in Japan, remember to wrestle a sumo or attend a tea ceremony, but don't mix up the two. You might end up spilling tea on a sumo wrestler. Japan's uniqueness doesn't stop at culture. There are some activities you can only do here, and they're quite a hoot. Let's dive right into some of these uniquely Japanese experiences. First up, the cat cafes. Now, you might think, a coffee shop with cats? That's perfectly normal. But Japan takes it to another level. Imagine yourself sipping a warm cup of matcha as a dozen furry friends nuzzle around your feet. It's a feline frenzy that's sure to make even the grumpiest of cat hermits crack a smile. And if you're allergic, don't worry. I hear the cappuccinos are worth the sneezes. And then there are the capsule hotels. Picture this. You're tucked into a futuristic pod, not much larger than a single bed. It's like being in a sci-fi movie, minus the alien invasions, of course. It's a unique blend of convenience and minimalism that's so quintessentially Japanese. And the best part? No need to worry about the room service guy walking in on you. But wait, there's more. Imagine strolling through a sea of cherry blossoms, their soft pink petals dancing in the wind. It's not just a walk in the park, it's a walk through a living, breathing watercolor painting. The cherry blossom season, or sakura as the locals call it, is an experience that's as fleeting as it is beautiful. So if you're planning a trip, make sure to time it just right. Japan is also home to the world's busiest pedestrian crossing, the Shibuya crossing. It's a sight that's as chaotic as it is mesmerizing. Picture thousands of people crossing from all directions at once, yet somehow, not a single bump or nudge. It's like a well-choreographed ballet, but with office workers and tourists instead of dancers. So whether you're snuggling with a bunch of felines in a cat cafe, or sleeping in a capsule that makes you feel like a space traveler, Japan surely knows how to keep things interesting. Well, that was quite a journey, wasn't it? We've traipsed through a cultural extravaganza, tasted the uniqueness of Japanese experiences, and had our fill of fun. It was like trying to squeeze a sumo wrestler into a sushi roll. So here's a toast to the adventures that await you in the land of the rising sun. Remember, it's not just the sun that rises, it's also the fun and laughter. Sayonara. Don't forget to join me, Bella, and the rest of our crew, and to subscribe to the Virtual Explorer for many more informative videos.